Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you in midday money. It's Tuesday of action. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing all right today. We'll get to some college basketball free picks for you. What else we got? We got some college footies in the MAC. We'll recap. We got a new contest because nobody got in the last one. So there's that. So we'll run it back here the new week. We'll see who wants to get involved in it. I did send out a bunch of shirts to everybody. Again, late on the shirts, a little my fault, and then you ask, the kids to help out, and you know how that. Oh, I forgot to do it. Well, that doesn't help me, son. When you're tell people that you're sending out stuff and you don't. But it's all right. We've taken care of it. Everything is out and about in the mail. So I'll probably get in a couple days. Those of you out there who have won, and I'll go over all that stuff in just 1 second. I'm just writing down the spread lines for the contest. We will get to that shortly if you want to get in the contest. I prefer you're in the live show so everybody sees your picks and you can't come in and edit out and switch things around here for to win. At Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, I'm going to follow YouTube channel. Thumbs up. Let's go. Subscribe, notification bell on. Be part of the Midday Money family. And, of course, look at lines. Corey Jones will be getting a Adrian Dantley jersey in the mail. Giovanni gets a Bland. My guy Billy Briz from Pub. He won DiVincenzo. I mentioned we were doing the contest, and he said, "Oh, DiVincenzo." So he's a Jersey guy, so I took care of Billy Briz. Diane gets her Gary Sheffield, and our guy Gary Reninger gets a white chocolate Jason Williams. So there is that. We've seen other people win, including Eric with his Lendell White. Coyote has a Hendon Hooker, a Jeff Garcia, Daniel Jones, a Steve Sachs, a Michael Young. Gas Station Sushi with a win. HB with a Lenny Dykstra. A lot of people have won. Cost you nothing to enter. You just got to be in the chat. Not too hard to do. I'll put them up real fast here, and I'll scroll them across if you want to get in the contest. So you can write these games down, and you can see them in the comment section if you want to get in. So there's that. Jake Ferguson jersey in play. Again, no one entered. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. No one got in. So, the weird one. We did it for 2 days. Nothing. So, Bills, Texans, Thursday night. Bills, 5.5, total 43.5. College football Saturday, Tennessee, -3.5, total 57.5 versus Florida. Sunday, NFL, Eagles, -3.5, total 48.5 versus the Cowboys. Sunday night, Tampa Bay, +6.5, total 49.5 versus the Rams. Monday Night Football, Carolina Panthers, +6.5, total 48.5 versus the Niners. Again, you pick a side or total from each game. Not everything from one game. It's not one pick. These are the games. These are the Tuesday lines as I just did it 5 minutes ago. That's why you wonder why I came in 10 minutes late. Up to the second lines from Odds Logic here live. So there is that. There's that. Again, I prefer it live. If you do after the fact, you're going to see me. I'll write down and I'll reprint out or type in your play. So you can't say, "Oh, no, you wrote that in wrong." Got no time for that nonsense. Don't do that. That's why if you're live, it comes up live. Everybody sees it. There's no shenanigans. Yeah, these are like jerseys that cost me less than $45 a pop. That's why I buy 40 of them. I spend $1,000 to buy a bunch of little jerseys to give away. Although there are Hall of Famers. Adrian Danley's a Hall of Famer. Sheffield should be a Hall of Famer. We've given away Hall of Fame jerseys in the past. And still on deck for jersey-wise, who do we have left here? Let me pull it out. That's my South Point. So, Daniel Jones is off the board. DiVincenzo is off the board. Adrian Danley, Hall of Famers, off the board. White Chocolate, Jason Williams, off the board. Fergie about to be off the board. We have Derek Harper. Who else is in here? Jose Canseco. Michael Young, baseball. Lenny Dykstra is gone. Steve Saxon gone. Ruben Sierra, helmet. A lot of baseball. Eric Gagne's left. Earl Campbell. We got an Earl Campbell out here. And then J. Rue Holiday. I think we got another Jason Williams. And we got a John Rocker batting helmet signed Fuckny. John Rocker. Legend. Oh, John Rocker. All right. That's, again, the plays are scrolling. They're posted. And there's that. Twitter. Free picks are out in the Twitter universe. Out in Twitterland. I lost a follower. How did I lose a follower? I think yesterday we went 5-0 in college basketball. We lose a follower today. That's baseball, Susan. That's baseball. And we had the under cash. So it was 6-0 day, and we lose people. I don't know. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? Let's get the picks in the chat as well. Here we go. Here we go. Who's that? Tony sang that song? Anybody remember that one? 5-0 in college hoops gets us to 15-17. I did go, I think, 5-1 on the site as well. So there is that. Delaware under 138.5. Hampton under 135.5. Georgia Tech over 161.5. Duke under 148.5. We got some totals. Couple totals here. That's how we're rolling on a Tuesday of college basketball. College football 49-53. We'll be over 500, but we're not going to eclipse this. We're not going to come in and be like, oh, we're going to put a 50-unit free pick in here to get even. No. Not going to do that. Go to other channels. I am 113-99 with college football for the year. Keeping my head above water. Still time left to have a solid season. I know people don't like grinding away, but that's what happens sometimes if you're betting. Western Michigan minus 6.5 tonight. And Akron over 47.5 in Maction. No hockey, no NBA, no NFL. Although I did have a hockey last night on a site we cashed it over. YouTube Premium. There you go. Moneyline Markel's in the house. I'm taking a stab on the Peyton Pritchard double against the Nets. A little NBA. The NBA double. Last night I saw these crazy lines. We had like a 17 and 18 is big numbers. Even today, Boston 10.5 on the road. Lakers 12-0. I looking at the numbers. Boy, is it wrong? I want to take Detroit and Utah. But again, why I'm not playing NBA. I'll take a day off. As I have. I am 4-6 in NBA, although the free picks have cash. 4-6 in NBA. 6-1 on the ice. Corey Jones, first comment ever to Midday Money Show. Corey, your shirt is in the mail. Your signed jersey in the mail, fella. Michael B is in the house. 2-0. Heat. First half got done. You love the Heat. That was your spot. And Drake. Yeah. I had Drake myself. We will take Drake as a nice win. Why wouldn't we? Thank you, Bulldogs. Guy says, be careful being beat by a hook lately. I've been closing some. I haven't, and again, I'm 44-37 in college hoops this year. Not as much volume as last year. You know what? I'm going to see what I did last November, just to compare it to this November. Just to see where I'm at. What's today? The 18th? So this year I am 44-37. Last year at this time I was 59-45. So basically 20 more games. I mean, to have that record, I'd have to go what? 15-8, 60%. I guess it's not that much of a difference. Last year, 59-47, 59-45, that's 57%. I'm looking. $17-18 in totals last year in that run. So this year, I don't think I even have that many totals. And I do tend to look at the hooks every once in a while. But you start looking at that, I feel I'm worried about my picks. Am I doing it right? Like, are you having a season where is it one or two games you deal with it? When you're starting out bad, are you just missing a hook? Like, if you're 10 games under and you're missing my half points, you're like, oh, brother, that hurts. This year's totals, let's see what we got here. Wow. I thought for sure things would be 13-3 in totals. Are you kidding me? With a push. Holy goodness gracious. That's I was not expecting that. Again, 23 more last year than right now. A lot of those were total. You know what? That is a crazy. I was not expecting that. No siree, Bob. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Michael B. Blazers first half in the money line. 9 straight first half wins. Blazers have a couple bad losses. I think the Suns team is frauds. I can 100% agree with this take. Give me Portland. I am not a Sun guy. Not since I got rid of Barkley, KJ, Oliver Miller, Marley, Sabonis, Cedric Sabalos. Sushi. Bills -5.5. Tennessee -3.5. Philly -3.5. Tampa +6.5. San Fran, you are in. Jeff, best exterminator in Louisiana, my guy. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Stop Gio. He's loving the phone edition of the feed here from StreamYard with the phone. And I got to tell you, I'm getting like half the views are split. People like the phone edition. Like we says, college hoops are trying to figure out something. Big slate, nothing jumping out. I agree. Like Kentucky, but not the line movement. Cal Davis, Old Dominion, they're interested. I'm with you. I just got the game. You're a YouTube Premium. You see, I got not loving the card. Sometimes you love it. Sometimes you don't. Like the old. Sometimes you feel like a nut, right? Old Dominion as a dog versus Xavier. I had Xavier and they got crushed the other day. Cal Davis versus Nevada. Couple doggies. Now, if LaFleur makes his return, I might have to take the Jazz. Is Floppy coming back? Drake was being undervalued because of the bad start. They're a good coach. They'll be fine. I agree. Sushi says LaFloppy is what's wrong with the NBA. Is he coming back tonight? Markel, here comes the LaFloppy defenders. Lex, 17-leg Lex, my guy. Good to see you. He's on the phone app. So is Michael B. Franz Wagner of Magic double-double, 359. He's the type of guy who crushes the Warriors. Okay. Lex, you have been here since day one of Midday Money 5 years ago. You told me you don't know that we've been doing contests to give away little jerseys, signed jerseys of guys, mini helmets in the past. Just try to engage with the audience. Try to engage. I got 8 people on YouTube watching. I think he's right. The Suns are playing over their head lately. Yeah, the Suns aren't even good. How are you keeping track of bets? I'm looking for a better way. How do I keep track of bets? Keep track of bets? Keep a track of bets. More books. That's what I do. Paper. Write them down, Di. Write them down. Yes, Suns over their head. The live reek doesn't show. So the scroll might be up top on the phone. It'll be up top on the phone. I will put the contest in here for now. All right. And I'll scroll it across the bottom if you want to get it. A side or total from each of the 5 games. Thursday night game, Thursday night game, Bills and Texans. Saturday college football, Tennessee, Florida. Eagles, Dallas Sunday. Tampa Rams Sunday night. Panthers, Niners Monday night. These are the lines. You don't put your lines in or some book you're using. These are the lines from this morning. There you go. I will keep it scrolling across the top or on the bottom for anybody who wants to get in. And you have until Thursday to get in the contest. Brian, NHL plays of the day over 5.5 Leafs and the Blues. I had an over Canucks yesterday, Bri. So I can do a little hockey with you here. Maple Leafs and St. Louis. Is this a juicy? This isn't 135. Is it that heavy? 5.5 is minus 135. All right, 6 is minus 110. I mean, I'm not against it. There's YouTube. I turn on YouTube and it's an ad running. I should have let it play. Should have let the YouTube ad play. Like that. There we go. So, the Blues. Where's this game? Toronto 16-3 to the over, huh? Holy cow. Coming off an under, too, on the 15th. Now they're back home. They're home. They dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. They're ready. I like it. How is that so quick looking at last year's stats? Oh, that's because that's just because I can just put up on a site. I have that saved. That's all that one is. Di, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about like how do I keep track? Those for years past, I can just they're easy enough to I could pull them up day to day. So there is that. Any again, when I give out a pick as a premium pick on a site, it's something I bet. They're all the same. Yeah. 44 and 37 on college hoops this year. So 13, 3, and 1 with totals. I can't believe I'm not good with the totals. That's a little shocking. Sushi, good luck to you. Good luck all into you too, Markel. I love it. Certified. You know, I thought about Sacramento State last night. Now it's 34.5. Yeah. I didn't. I'll tell you what I like today, Mike. I thought about UT Martin, Little Rock as a dog, and all of these big dogs here. Sacramento State is one of them. I mean, 34. Come on. Who else has moved like this? I'm sure SMU has moved this way as well. Any of these added games, and I took 2 yesterday, right? I had what? I had SIU, Edwardsville, and Rice both covered at 25 and 27.5. Texans, Lex is coming into context. We love Lex. Coming in with Houston. Tennessee over 57.5. Philly minus 3.5. The Rams over. And Carolina plus 6.5. SF Niner, my guy, good to see you. How's the McEnroe's been treating you on the tennis? All the way up to over 6.5. Brian likes that. Blues over. Over 5.5 and over 1.5 first period. Toronto and the Leafs. Yeah. It's going to 7 goals, Brian says. I might have to do a first period over there as well. Rough day yesterday broke even bet in Javante rushing yards over 85 live. Nice bet there for you. I had a crazy parlay with CD, Fergie, and Tyler Lockett for anytime tutties, and I thought Lockett was going to get in there. I had a bunch of Lockett's touchdowns spread across the sites thinking, you know what? Back with his fellas, Gino, and maybe he gets a look. His yardage went over, but no tutty. No tutty would have been. I've been celebrating Christmas already. Kind of want to take the 11 Kansas Duke. Patterson's out. Kansas ready to play a good big-time road game. I don't want to take Kansas. I want to take Duke. Yeah, 2-10 is a dog because they're not good on the road. I mean, they were up by 9 against North Carolina. I had them. I had Kansas. We had them. You're a YouTube guy. You saw I put out there. Up 9, they got run out of the building. No. Give me Duke. Fading the Flyers. They're not even playing tonight. Good way to start. Spoon. St. Pete's. Here we go. Against Delaware, the Blue Hen. He says, take the Peacocks. Against Delaware, Spoon's bets. Here we go. Spoon knows what he's doing. Lex says Celtics seem averse to double doubles. I mean, we're talking NBA. No betting allowed. T. Martin, 7-1 first half money line versus Florida State. I like Tennessee Martin in the points, Tim. I do. I like him. Di likes the Rangers as well. On the ice. Where are the Rangers at? In Vegas. Catching a little bit here, huh? Little dogs in Vegas. Now I might have to jump on YouTube and watch Waking Up in Vegas with Katy Perry. You know what? I don't hate this. A little bit of a move here as well. First game hitting the road here for the Rangers. I like it. Okay. All right, I like it. Like saying hello to the Spooner. Want to check in and say I'm very close to Cash and Macros again. Loves the tennis. SF9 on his tennis. He loves it. Rangers got a shot. Play good on the road. I like Brian. If I'm going to do a hockey game, and you see on the scroll here with hockey, 4-1 with free picks. I'm 6-1 betting them. Not a lot of hockey. But if I want to do hockey, it would be here where it's a team, the first road game. Like that's the one you're going to come out and be your best at. Let's win one. You start to trip off on the right foot, right? That's where I'd want to take a dog. Or that's where I want to take a team on the road. Michael B., how much you really want to knock Kansas for losing its first road game at Chapel Hill? It's not last year's Carolina team. They got some big-time talent. Listen, I don't like Carolina. I think their coach is going to get fired this year. No. Kansas, good team. I think Duke is better. On top of the fact, Duke's playing better right now. I know they're two different teams, but the coach is still there. He's going to be like, you know what? These SOBs beat us last year. Let's get a little revenge for last year's loss for the guys. You still got some guys on this team from last year. I know the NBA guys are in the NBA, but come on. Looks good. Levin looks really nice. Double digit. You're giving a top 15 team double digits. I get it. How does someone fade a team not playing? I guess looking forward, he's looking to fade the Flyers. Nemus Quinta double 246. Who did he play for? The Nemus Quinta to hit a double? What are we doing, Lex? JK, my guys in the house. We will run down the contest one last time. You have until Thursday. And listen, I'll be back today. Look at lines week 13. You have midday money on Wednesday. You got midday money on Thursday. Maybe we do a look at lines on Wednesday instead of tonight. Who knows? You have shows to get these in. Bills, Texans. Bills 5.5 total, 43.5. Pick a side or a total. Tennessee Volunteers -3.5 total, 57.5 at Florida. Pick a side or a total. Philadelphia Eagles minus 3.5, total 48.5 at the Dallas Cowboys. Side or total. Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 6.5, total 49.5 at the Rams. Pick a side or total. Monday Night Football, Panthers plus 6.5, total 48.5 at the San Francisco 49ers. Side or total. 5 games. Side or total. Jake Ferguson signed jersey. There you go. Free pick action, recapping our games. 5-0 yesterday. Again, it was a little slower start to basketball. I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet. I am 44 and 37 with all of my plays. We are 15 and 17 here with the free picks of those. Let's see how we do. Delaware, under 138.5. Our guy Spoon said to go take the road team here, St. Peter's on the money line. But Delaware under 138.5 here. The Hamsters, Hampton under 135.5. Georgia Tech over 161.5. Duke, they're playing Kansas under 148.5. There you have it. College footies, a 2-pack, Western Michigan minus 6.5. And you have Akron over 47.5 for Maction Tuesday night. Lex says Nemus Quinto's double is a 246 guy to Celtics. I was making a joke as a guy who's going to hit a double tonight, Lex. Come on. Jake Ferguson. It's a good jersey. I like Fergie. Duke team is young. They were trying to have with Texas. The refs are not giving them that game in the second half. They might not lose. There we go. I don't think Texas is good, but I think Kansas has some problems. The contest is free, Brian. All you got to do is pick the games. Kansas 11 and a money line. See, that would be something I'd do here. If you want to take a money line shot on them, okay. It's either going to be down to the wire or they're going to get crushed. I need those of you in the chat who are here. Tell Brian it's easy to get into. Side or total. I've done it for years. I send you a jersey in the mail. Guys asking Brian if you about the Leafs. Can they break the losing streak tonight? Brian likes the over in this. He likes up to 7 goals. 17-leg Lex like Western Michigan as a doggy here in football. Excuse me, Western Michigan is favored. I'm sorry. Western Michigan is favored. Bowling, Northern Illinois was the doggy in that one. Ohio. Nobody wants UMass? You get 10 views and no thumbs up giving out free crap. Yes. Yes, I do. I have 10 views now. It'll be like 70 by the end of the day. So I got that working for me, Brian. So we'll see how we do. We'll see who does. We'll see what happens there. You know what? I messed up my pictures. I got the llama with the phone on the TV on the full screen, and I have the midday money on the short screen. I gotta switch that. I gotta put the llama with the phone on the other one. Where's the mobile llama? There we go. JK, easy contest. Best picker show. I listen. Can we go higher end and give out Cam Skidaboo jersey or some crazy crap like that? Or I guess, but how many of those am I gonna roll out? You know, I mean they're a little more expensive. I'd rather have more contests with just guys you kind of know and have them weekly as opposed to monthly or quarterly. We could do bigger shirts. We could. Lex, let's talk about teams to fade. St. Joe's and Harvard. Probably likes the Leafs to bounce back, but the over is the play for him. Like you said, one of the few trustworthy people on YouTube. It's free contests. I've won. They're not fake. He's won. Sometimes we do mini helmets. It all depends what's out there. I try to engage the audience. Very, very difficult. As you see, we have 30 people watching on Twitter. But everybody's watching, the Hammer Network and stuff like that. It's all right. I'm a little guy. It's all right. I'll survive. You got the Thursday to get the picks in. I prefer in a live show, Brian. Prefer in a live show. But there you go. There you have it. If you haven't already, like button on the way out. Notification bells, all that good stuff. Follow on the X, Mr. Sean Higgs. And that's a wrap. Look at lines, week 13 tonight. We'll see. See how it works out after dinner. Good luck.